Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital's Kirsten Storms took a stand against untruths being spread on social media. For a moment, General Hospital fans were concerned when they tuned in and saw Nicole Paggi in the role of Maxie. Fortunately, not only did the announcer say that it was a temporary replacement, but Storms herself told fans she was moving to Tennessee but returning to work soon. But when Duell, who played Michael from 2010 to 2024, announced he was leaving, he really did, and Michael was recast with Rory Gibson. But fan rumors about his exit continued to fill the interwebs, and Storms stepped up to clear the air. On the Stone Cold and the Jackal Instagram page, the home of GH stars Steve Burton, Jason, and Bradford Anderson, Spinelli, they reposted a thread from a fan that Storms responded to. The fan wrote, "Frank also told Chad he could return when he was ready, and we saw what happened just a few weeks later. I hope you return because no one else can come close to your performance as Maxie." The Frank that was referred to is GH executive producer Frank Valentini. Storms jumped in and responded, "I apologize in advance, but these types of comments really bother me. People assume they know things that have happened on set / with GH actors because they read some anonymous blog post. Then somehow, Frank gets blamed for a fictional situation that a random person, not associated with GH, most likely made up as they were typing it." Storms continued, "Frank does not come on social media and start throwing people under the bus to clear up these undeserved, and often incredibly mean, lies. He could absolutely throw shade at actors that made major mistakes or caused problems." She explained that he ensures the show doesn't get cancelled, and added that it was Duell's decision to exit. You could feel the anger in her words as she continued, "No one at ADC gave away his job. He told them he didn't want it anymore when he said he wasn't going to resign his contract." She continued by clarifying once again her own status with, "I'm still under contract and have every intention of returning when the break I was fortunate enough to be granted is over." Storm's words reassured fans, and one even wrote, "Good for Kirsten for telling that person off." In a rare and fiery moment that has shaken the General Hospital fan base, longtime cast member Kirsten Storms has broken her silence in a bold defense of both her friend and co-star Duell and the show's executive producer Frank Valentini. Amid swirling controversy, online speculation, and behind-the-scenes whispers, Storms took to social media with a powerful message that cut through the noise with clarity, passion, and unwavering loyalty. Her words sent shockwaves through the soap community, revealing a side of Kirsten that fans rarely get to see, but one that speaks volumes about her dedication to her colleagues and the legacy of GH. The drama began after fans noticed Duell's absence from recent episodes and the surprising appearance of a temporary recast for his character Michael Corinthos. What followed was a flurry of online theories, some suggesting Chad had been let go, others accusing executive producer Frank Valentini of favoritism or mishandling the situation. The show's silence only added fuel to the fire, and social media lit up with criticism, questions, and conspiracy. Fans demanded answers, some going as far as launching hashtag campaigns aimed at pressuring the network for clarity. In the midst of this escalating frenzy, Kirsten Storms emerged with a blistering statement that left no room for misinterpretation. In an Instagram live session that quickly went viral, Kirsten began by thanking fans for their support of the show and the cast, but then swiftly transitioned into a no-holds-barred defense of Duell and Frank Valentini. "Let me be very clear," she began, her tone calm but firm. "Duell is one of the hardest-working, most professional people I have ever worked with, and the constant assumptions and rumors being spread about him are not only false, they're cruel. He does not deserve this," and frankly, Storms went on to explain that Chad's temporary absence was due to personal reasons, not professional issues or any behind-the-scenes conflict. Without divulging private details, she emphasized that the decision was mutual and that the entire cast, crew, and production team supported Chad wholeheartedly. People go through things. Life happens. And this cast is a family. When one of us needs to step back, we rally around them. We don't tear them down, she said. But Kirsten didn't stop there. She also addressed the mounting criticism directed at Frank Valentini, who has been at the helm of General Hospital for over a decade. Valentini has long been a polarizing figure among viewers, credited with revitalizing the show's ratings during some of its darkest hours, but also accused by some fans of making controversial casting choices and overseeing a sometimes disjointed narrative. Still, Kirsten made it clear she stands behind him without hesitation. "I've worked with Frank for years," she said, "and I can tell you from first-hand experience that he fights for this show every single day. He protects this cast, he cares deeply about the stories we tell, and he goes out of his way to make sure we have what we need to bring our best to the screen. He's not perfect. Nobody is. But the idea that he's some villain pulling strings in the background to hurt people or play favorites is so far from the truth, it's insulting." The Instagram Live immediately lit up with viewer comments, many offering thanks and praise, some still skeptical. But Kirsten stood firm, answering questions with grace and refusing to allow the conversation to be hijacked by negativity. "You can love the show and still be kind," she said at one point. "You can have opinions without attacking real people who are doing their best under tough circumstances." Her words struck a nerve across the fandom. Within hours, hashtags like #WeStandWithChad and #ThankYouKirsten began trending, and Storm's impassioned defense was being shared by co-stars, fan accounts, and even daytime media outlets. It wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. With sincerity, conviction, and the kind of emotional maturity that reminded everyone why Kirsten Storms has remained a beloved fixture on GH for so many years. Several of her castmates echoed her sentiments publicly. Maurice Bernard, who plays Sonny Corinthos and has mentored both Storms and Duell over the years, posted a cryptic but supportive tweet. "Family protects family. Truth always wins." Laura Wright, who portrays Carly Spencer, commented under a repost of Storm's video with a heart emoji and the word yes. Even Waddy Kurth, Ned Quartermain, chimed in during a backstage interview, praising Storms for having the guts to say what a lot of us were thinking. While Chad Duell has remained largely silent except for one inspirational Instagram story thanking fans for their support, it's clear that Kirsten's message has helped shift the narrative. What once looked like a looming public relations disaster for G8 may now evolve into a moment of healing and unity among cast and fans. It's a powerful reminder that behind the headlines, speculation, and scripts are real people. People who have relationships, emotions, and lives that extend beyond the screen. Kirsten's defense also raises deeper questions about how soap fans interact with their favorite shows and stars in the digital age. With social media giving everyone a megaphone, the line between fan engagement and online bullying has become increasingly blurred. Storms touched on this too, urging viewers to consider the impact of their words. "There's a difference between being passionate and being hurtful," she said. "We all make mistakes, but we have to be better about how we treat each other, especially now, especially in this world. A little grace goes a long way." Her message wasn't just about defending friends. It was about calling for compassion in a community that often feels deeply personal to those who follow it. Soap operas have always inspired passionate fans. Characters become part of the family. Storylines feel real. But that intimacy comes with a responsibility. And Kirsten Storms just issued a reminder that kindness matters more than clicks. General Hospital is moving forward with storylines that still place Michael Corinthos at the center of the action. Rumors are swirling that Chad Duell's return may happen sooner than expected, and insiders suggest his first scenes back could include a major turning point in Michael's arc. possibly involving an explosive confrontation with Sunny or a dramatic twist with Willow. Kirsten Storms, meanwhile, continues to shine as Maxie Jones, balancing motherhood, business drama, and romantic misadventures with the same charm and fire that made her a fan favorite. Off-screen, she's become a symbol of strength, facing health scares, personal challenges, and now stepping into the role of a protector for her colleagues. She didn't have to say anything, but she did. And that courage is earning her new respect and admiration from a fan base that now sees her not just as Maxie, but as a fierce and loyal voice behind the scenes. In the ever-twisting world of Port Charles, where secrets are currency and betrayal is always around the corner, it's easy to get swept up in the drama. But moments like this, when real people step forward to defend one another with truth and heart, are a reminder that what happens off-screen can be just as powerful as what plays out on screen. Kirsten Storms didn't just defend Chad Duell and Frank Valentini. She defended the integrity of a cast, the bond of a family, and the soul of a show that's been entertaining.